Hi, my name is Pete Murray from Australia, here at the Pinkpop Festival.
Last year I was in Australia and Fila was like the soundtrack of the summer. Everybody was playing it. A year later you were in Holland at the Pinkpop Festival. Can you tell me how the ball started rolling for you?
It just happened really quickly. It was got me by surprise too. We had the first single, Fila, which we got played on Triple J, which is a government station, community station, and from there commercial radio just went, we want to play it, and they started to play it, and it just went across the board. Before we knew it, I was playing shows to maybe 200 people, and that just jumped up to 500 to 1,000 to 2,000, and just started getting bigger and bigger, and it was amazing to just be on that ride for that time. It would just happen really quickly.
Yeah. When was that exactly, that the single Fila was getting a success?
It first came out in late 2004, and then in 2005 it really picked up a lot of momentum when the single "So Beautiful" came out over there. It was a massive hit and just went nuts. It was really popular.
This morning you played the show. I heard some new songs. Is there already a new album out in Australia?
Yeah, it's called "See the Sun." It's been out for about 5 or 6 months now,
right.
And it's doing really well also. And in fact, I ran into someone just at the signing tent before who said they had to order it here on import, and it took about 2 months to arrive. So, but it's going really well at the moment.
Isn't it strange that here in Europe you have to do promotion for Fila, which is an old record for you?
Yeah, it's not really that old, I guess. You know, it's only really 2 years. So for me, I think it actually works out to be pretty good, because I can. I'm just finished working See the Sun. I can come over here and I can work Fila. I'm already writing the third album, so by the time I can sort of get this up and running and promote it, go back there, record the third album, and come back again and then get See the Sun out over here. So it keeps me fairly busy. I'm not getting too much of a break, and you know that. But I like to be like that.
Right. And how is it to like start over again here?
You know, I think that's the best thing about when your career takes off. It's just what you have to do at the start, and not knowing whether it's going to work, and just watching this momentum grow and the excitement grow that people have when they hear of, you know, the new artist. And so it's really just beginning over here now at the moment with that excitement that we're trying to build from the start.
I think it's funny, they call you over here the Australian Jack Johnson. Does it bother you? Because you guys are so different.
Yeah, we are. But Jack's good. He's a great songwriter. He's got a great voice, and he's a great player. So it's nice to have some sort of comparison to him. Yeah. Someone said to me the other day, I'm like Jack Johnson, but with more energy, and with a bit more emotional content in the songs. So, but still, it's nice to be compared to him, because he's great.
It doesn't bother you at all.
It's easy for people to just say, yeah, you're like Jack Johnson, but it's a lot of people are at the same time saying exactly what you've said. Well, you're not really like Jack Johnson. You may have similar qualities, maybe in the voice, but it's quite different music.
Yeah. It's much more diverse. I mean, Fila is a very diverse record as far as I'm concerned. And when I saw the show, it really rocked even harder.
Yeah. It's very dynamic.
Yeah.
And you know, I've got the band. My band's called the Stonemasons. They're fantastic. They're one of the best bands in Australia by far. You know, we've been playing together for the last 2 years, and they're just on fire. They really are. They're a great band, and you know, you saw that today. They're
definitely
really good players.
How did you hook up with the guys?
Ben McCarthy plays keyboards for me. He is an old friend, and we recorded an independent album together. He helped me do that.
All right.
And from there I moved to Melbourne. From Brisbane, that's where I was based. I moved to Melbourne, and then I picked up Pete Williamson, who was the guitarist.
Yeah.
And I had a Melbourne band going, and I had a Brisbane band going. because I was independent. It was too hard to take one band and travel in Australia because it's just too far, too expensive. So I had two bands going, and one would work the north part of Australia and the other would work the southern part of Australia. And then I got a new bass player and drummer, merged a new band together and came out with the Stonemasons. You know, they're good.
And these are the guys that play all the songs on the album?
Yes, all except for Jonathan Zion, who's the bass player. He's a new addition. He's been on this is the second tour with me. So, but all the other guys played on the last album.
You said it was your first time here in Holland at the gig. How is it to visit a whole new country with a whole new audience? And
yeah, I made a mistake there. I've actually been here before, but I was a backpacker. But it's my first time ever playing live, which is what I meant to say. And that's that's a buzz. I mean, this crowd's fantastic. It was just I loved it. I was expecting only a small crowd, and that was it's fantastic.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it was great. It was a really good crowd for to be the first act on. I know it's really hard to get a lot of people there early to see who we are, but I just wanted to create that impression that the rest of the crowd then tell everyone else that comes later, that it was really good. So hopefully we achieved that.
Is it true that you have a history in sports?
Yeah, I wasn't professional. I was studying natural medicine, and I was doing a lot of athletics and then rugby. And rugby was going quite well, and I was fairly close to being selected into to an Australian side, and I injured my knee, and then it was all over. From there, I went overseas for 12 months and I picked up a guitar, taught myself how to play, and when I came back, I wanted to do a new career, and I had found this passion that I had never done before. I'd never done music before that, so it was it was great. It was all just fun. I was 23. So most musicians pick up a guitar when they're 10, and I wasn't doing anything like that at all. So it was really, it's really weird to be sitting here today and interviewing, having an interview with you and playing at the Pinkpop festival, and that's all happened in the last 5 years. It's been pretty amazing.
Yeah, first time in Holland playing. What other countries are on the menu this year?
Whoever will accept me, I guess. I'd like to get into America and some more European countries as well.
Okay, good luck to you, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks very much. My pleasure.